Excuse me. Hi, I think we're live. Let me know if everybody can hear me. I haven't done a stream in quite some time, and I hope that the mic still works and everything's still connected. It's been a couple months. Excuse me. Okay, I hear my own voice, so I think I'm good. Hello, everyone. How are you doing? It's Tuesday night. Excuse me. We're having a chill stream tonight. I have not streamed live in quite some time. Quite some time. I haven't streamed live. A couple months, actually. And I figured, it's E3 week. There's been a lot of Dragon Ball news that has come out. So I figure why not get with y'all and talk about it, and just have it. Tonight's going to be a very chill kind of vibe tonight. We're going to be chilling. Of course, we're taking super chat questions like always. We're going to have a good time just relaxing, talking about E3, talking about the upcoming video games, Jump Force. We're going to talk about Dragon Ball Super, Dragon Ball Heroes. Really, it's going to be kind of an open discussion. No, I'm not naked. I'm in my underwear, but I'm not naked. So I hope y'all are doing good. Hello, everyone. I'm going to say hello to the chat. Hello, Chris Ketchum. Hello, Deanna. Hello, Malik. There's so many. I can't say hi to everyone, so please forgive me if I don't say hi to you. Hello, Biscuit. Drew Fit Coaching. Hello, Nathan. Hello, Christian. Cotter, the artist. I know that guy. Hello, Cameron. Thank you for your donation. Thank you so much. What's poppin'? Hello, Jean-Pierre. Hello. There's so many people. Joseph Hernandez. Beers Destroyer. We've already got 681 people in here. It's going to be a chill stream, like I said. I'm going to get to that in a minute. Hello, Kagami. Hello, Chris. I already said Chris Ketchum. Hello, Cal. I know him. Hello, Lizard and Crimson. I know him too. Lizzie. God, there's so many people here. The names are going by too fast. Hey, so we're talking about Dragon Ball tonight, E3. Really, I will dictate the discussion wherever you guys want to go. I am assuming that most of you guys watching this are fans of both Dragon Ball and video games. It's kind of hard to be a fan of just one, even though a lot of people are. Let me go ahead and move the window over. You should be able to see your screen right there. Let me kill that guy's thing right there. Get rid of that. But anyways, most people are fans of both, right? So we're going to bring in some guests right here. Yes, I have been to Orlando, and I have been to a lot of the theme parks. I haven't been in a while, though. So, yeah, anyways, that being said, most people are fans of both Dragon Ball and video games. So, I figure you're going to have a good time here with me tonight. Let me real quick see who wants to come in here. Let me hang on one quick second. I'm going to get some super chats here before we get into the real discussion of everything, but I hope y'all are having a great night. I'm going to try and do more streams because tonight like I said, we're going to chill. We're going to chill tonight and have a good time here. It's E3. We have some games to talk about. We have some, if you want to talk about Dragon Ball, I'm down for that too. Real quick here on the super chat, May says, she sucked in the back of my truck for good luck. She was nice, so I offered $1. I took her home. I looked at her. She looked at me. I said, Despacito. I'm sorry. That was funny. Okay. Let's see here. You're amazing. How's your day? I'm good. Thank you. Banks, thanks. Can't wait for Fighters on Beyond Switch. Me neither, because I like Fighters and I want to be able to play it. I want to be able to play Fighters portably. I really want to do that. Neil Goris says, hey, brother, are you on Switch? I need a Fortnite Duos partner. I have not tried Fortnite on Switch yet. I am on Switch, but I haven't tried it yet. I've been playing a lot of other games. I played Mario Odyssey. I tried Breath of the Wild. Wasn't a huge fan of Breath of the Wild, but I did play it. Yeah, I mean, there's quite a bit of stuff to talk about here. But let's talk about the new Dragon Ball game. Let's talk about E3 a little bit, okay, first and foremost. And then we'll kind of get some other stuff here. Let me get my windows going because I got a bunch of windows open and I got to get these nice and organized. So just bear with me for just 1 second. Like I said, I am going to be taking super chats tonight. Let me show you all the actual chat. Let's see who's in here. All right, we got 941 people. See if we can break 1,000 before we actually get into the real meat of the discussion. And of course, notifications are broken, even though some people are getting my notifications. I will say this, folks. YouTube is definitely absolutely broken, without question. I've had 4 of my friends lose their channels. I'm talking about like legit just get deleted. Um, Tyson Hallams, T. Hallams, lost his channel. 18, Bayteen, she lost her channel. The Android 18 carrot channel. Um, MJ's second channel got deleted, and so did Burkhall's second channel. And right now, we're in the middle of trying to fix this. We're in the middle of trying to, we're trying to take care of everything, and bring them back. But at the same time, notifications are busted. Tons of like, if you're a subscriber of mine, you're seeing some of my videos. Other videos you're just not seeing, and it really, 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 really sucks because I want y'all to see all my videos. I've been putting out some pretty good videos, legit, and I am very happy about it. We'll talk about Smash Brothers here in a minute, all right? But I just wanted to say that, when y'all see the videos, I've been working real hard on them, but you might not see it. So remember to check the channel back, and we'll go from there. So, but again, YouTube is broken. So if you're a fan of any content creator, I'm not talking about just me. It could be anyone. Remember to support them by actually checking out their channel manually, versus anything else. So, yeah. Anyways, I think Cosmic might actually be here. Cosmic, can you unmute yourself, bro?
Yeah. Hey, what's up?
Hey, so you want to talk about E3 a little bit?
Oh, yeah, I do.
All right, so we got a lot to talk about. First and foremost, I want to get to these super chat questions here. Somebody's asking me about Jason Douglas's Hakai performance. I thought it was great in the dub. He says here, West Virginia as the new Fallout location is the best news ever. I didn't even know it was in West Virginia. What do you think about Fallout 76?
Fallout 7. I really don't have too many really thoughts or opinions on Fallout. I mean, I have pretty limited knowledge on it. So when I mean limited knowledge, I mean pretty much nothing whatsoever. But I mean, overall, I've heard pretty much nothing but good like news about it. I had a lot of mixed opinions from people back and forth, but I mean,
I
again,
am
I don't really have too much on it.
I am gonna say this. Other than the years where they announced a new next generation system, this is definitely one of the bigger YouTube. This is one of the bigger E3s. I think. I think Nintendo announcing Smash, which really just wrecked everyone, and everybody came correct. I mean, I was not expecting even that great of a panel from Microsoft.
Yeah, no, I definitely agree. I think this year's E3 was a very big step up from last year, because last year, honestly, when it comes to E3 as a whole, for me personally, I've really been into it over the last few years, especially.
Yeah.
But this year, it was like, I feel like this year's was a way bigger step up from last year, because last year I was pretty disappointed in it. But this year, it's like, I felt like at each event really, showcase some great things. Like usually it's like, oh, Sony outdoes Microsoft or Nintendo outdoes Sony. And it's like, I feel like each like major company brought their own thing that really just made them explode. It's like, I can't really say any of them had a bad day, and it was like fucking awesome.
Assassin 1556 wants to know how was your day? Well, it was fine. Not the best, but it was okay. Who do you think had the best conference at E3? Who do you think had the best conference?
Um, I I'm
Nintendo
gonna
really, man, Nintendo shocked me. I mean, they didn't shock me, but they brought good stuff.
Yeah, Nintendo. I thought because for me personally, I thought Nintendo did a really good job, not only just showcasing the Switch and really what it can do with the new games coming on. Like there was that one Mario game, I think it was Mario Party, where you could put like two
Yeah,
Switches
Mario Party.
together, and then after that you're able to go on like cross platforms through the devices. I thought that was really cool because I didn't even know that was something you could do. So that was really sweet. And then of course Smash went insane. Like that was great,
I
man.
mean, I was
But
expecting the Smash announcement, but it looked better than I thought.
yeah, I was expecting Smash, but I didn't expect them to show off that much. I was like thinking maybe they would like just show off a little bit of the roster, maybe like some gameplay or so, but that's just really it.
There's some more people in here now. I just
Yes,
noticed.
there is.
All right.
Yeah, no,
Oh,
it's
Hey.
okay.
it's Cal. Cal's in here.
Cal's Kingdom is right.
You know we're live, right? Cal? Cal, do you know we're live? We've lost Cal. What happened to Cal, dude? Where'd he go? Did Discord just die? I think it did. No one's responding to me. Hello? Hello? I think it died. Can y'all still hear me? What the hell's going on? We just started this thing. It was getting good.
It's not a quick time event. It
How
was
do you know
literally
we're
just
live?
the actual normal swing.
I know. The
Okay,
cinematics
are
of
you...
the anime.
Hey, can you hear me?
You
Yeah.
hear you?
What the hell
Yeah.
just happened, bro? I couldn't hear y'all.
Really?
Dang.
Yeah.
Oh.
That was
Oh,
weird.
Dude, Discord's broken, man.
We were just splurging over Spider-Man.
Okay. Can
Yeah.
you repeat everything you just said, yo? Because yeah, Discord screwed up and I couldn't hear anything.
All right, take two, guys. Take two.
Yeah,
No,
repeat.
we were just saying how the web swinging mechanics in the new Spider-Man game look absolutely amazing. Like this is probably the best web
Yeah.
swinging since Spider-Man 2.
Have
Yeah,
you-
like in this one, there was there's a scene where he's like dodging a lot of lasers and stuff, just swinging around the area, and I thought it was a quick time event, but it's like no, it was actually just the base swing mechanic.
I remember Spider-Man on PS1 and then Spider-Man on PS2 were like amazing games. So I'm guessing it's going to be very similar to those.
Oh heck,
Oh,
I think
absolutely.
it's gonna be better.
I want to real quick go through some of these super chats here. Gohan FGC says the Hakai is real here with YouTubers. Yeah, it's been pretty bad. Have you listened to Joey Badass yet? I don't think I have. I didn't think I was gonna get to my super chats already. Hey, Mr. Geekdom, how would the story of Dragon Ball be different if Tao Pai Pai didn't kill Bora, and that Goku eventually gathered all Dragon Balls? What would you think? Well, he would wish back his grandfather. That's what he wanted to do for a while. Remember, Goku's goal was to wish him back until he found out he didn't want his grandfather to die. So that would be the answer to that. Took his baby mama, she let me freak it. Got his big boss status, it ain't no secret. Oh, it's Cal. I'm here.
Yeah.
Who do
Yeah,
you?
it's Cal.
Cal's the drunken father. Who do you think you will main in Smash Ultimate? My original main in Smash was Kirby. I don't know.
Nice.
What is y'all's main? Everybody, give me your thing.
Ike, easily Ike.
I'm
Ike is
meaning my boy Mega Man, dude.
Hey,
Ike is
one
that
at a
heavy-
time.
Okay, I'll say mine first.
All right.
Easily Ike, because Ike has has really heavy attacks and is also a really big tank. And now he got a speed buff too. He's too perfect.
That's nice. In Melee, I main Falco. And then in Brawl, I started out as Lucario, then switched to Kirby, but I finished off with Sonic. So I'm probably going to play Sonic in the new Brawl, but I also want to try Shulk. I think that's how you pronounce his name, right?
How
Yes.
I think
Yep.
Yeah.
how
Yeah,
certain are we that Shadow's going to be in the game? Do we know that for certain?
We
Or is
don't.
that just
It's
rumors?
really just speculation right now.
Could be just an echo character, but it's
Wait.
speculation.
I
What
don't know
about
the
Wolf?
question.
Wolf's in the fucking game.
Oh, yeah.
Wolf's in the game, yeah.
Wolf is
but-
gonna be my main. I don't know if they're gonna redesign how he plays.
Oh,
But,
they are.
for
He's
the
just
sake of
stronger, that's for
nostalgia.
sure.
They changed his ult.
Yeah,
Alright,
they changed
yeah.
everyone's
For the
ult, though,
sake of-
right?
for the
Yeah,
sake
not
of
everybody. Not everybody's. Some of them
No,
are
not
the same.
everybody's. Like Mega Man has 2 additional characters on his, and that's it.
We're gonna
Oh,
talk
yeah,
It's pretty
about
much the same.
Jump Force here in a minute, but
Oof.
Got it.
well, let me ask you a question then. What character from any game do you think would you like to see in Smash? And don't say like
Sure.
Goku. Like, what character from any game would you like to see in Smash? I'm gonna hit you with mine, bro. I want fucking Ratchet and Clank.
Ooh,
Yeah.
Damn.
Ooh, that's
That
a good
would-
pick right there.
Mhm.
I'd say
Isn't
Sora.
That's perfect for Smash. Who?
Sora.
Sora.
Oh, come on.
That's a generic. Know who I want?
Just say-
It's a generic answer, but it doesn't matter. That's true.
What about Kratos?
Know who I want?
No.
No, dude.
What do you think this is?
Honestly,
Mortal
like,
Kombat?
Master Chief has to be in Smash.
No,
That's
not
true.
even that. The
Honestly-
one person I want in
No,
Smash.
no.
yeah,
You
I
know
want
what?
Spyro.
Doom guy.
I want
Doom
Spyro.
guy
dude.
needs to be in Smash.
I'm gonna
Which
say
is
Doom.
Wait a minute. Hold on. One at a time, bro. One at a time. Cosmic, you say Spider-Man?
No, Spyro.
Oh,
Like Spyro.
okay. Well,
I would-
yeah, that's a good choice. Or
I think
but
he'd
is
be
it,
really cool. He plays similar to like I don't know, like how you know how like Bowser and Ridley play. He'd be kind of similar to that. But
well, I don't
think
know
he'd
how
be
Ridley plays. Isn't Ridley new?
No, I don't. No. He's way too small for that. They're like huge characters, and they're really slow too.
Yeah,
Well, not
Spyro.
100% really.
Spyro is kind of a small guy. It would have to be a bigger dragon. I mean,
Yeah,
I want
you
all
see
the
that?
Dragon Quest characters to be in it, but that won't happen.
Yeah.
Dragon Quest
Suck for
11
now.
though. See, while you guys were sitting there literally with your hard-ons in your hands, I'm over here fapping into Dragon Quest 11. But I am pissed off that Dragon Quest 11 is not going to 3DS. That does irritate me.
Wait, it's not? God damn.
No, it's
I
not
want-
coming to 3DS in America.
Crap.
Now, for those of you who are watching the stream who don't really know how it works, in Japan, in the Japanese version of Dragon Quest 11, you can actually play there's 3 different ways to play this game. 3 different ways. You can play a 2D version, which looks like the old school SNES version. You can play a 2.5D version, which looks like Final Fantasy IV on 3DS or any of the Dragon Quest 3DS, like a 3D kind of 3DS game. Or you can play a full-out PlayStation 4 super hyper graphical 4D freaking experience. But only in Japan, you can actually save your game and they give you a password and you can transfer your game from Nintendo 3DS to PS4. Now, this is like amazing to me because you're probably wondering, well, why would they even do that if Nintendo and Sony don't get along? They're rivals. Well, because Square Enix worked it out. Unfortunately, us here in the United States, we're not getting the 3DS version, which sucks because think about this. Let's say that you're playing the PS4 version, right? And you just want to grind, but you don't want to sit in front of your TV. You could just save the password to your 3DS, go out, grind on your 3DS, then come back home, play it on the big screen again. Can't do that now. I hate that. Maybe the Switch version will make up for it. I don't know. But
I hope so.
all right, so I'm gonna answer some more questions. We're gonna talk about Kingdom Hearts, okay? And because I want to, everybody's hyped for that. Okay, first of all right, because I have to answer these questions. They're super chat. Liquid Swords. Aunt Jemima wants to know top 3 songs from Liquid Swords. That's the album Liquid Swords. I like Liquid Swords, Duel of the Iron Mike, Fourth Chamber, and probably Cold World. I know I gave you 4 there, but those are my 3.
James Hansen.
I'm Someone says, how do you feel about Jump Force, and will you try it out? Love everything you do. Well, I try every game out. Let's talk about Jump Force. So people were creaming their pants over this game a couple days ago. It's obviously a sequel to like the Jump All-Stars series, you know, with the 50th anniversary of Shonen Jump. We have Goku's going to be in it, Frieza. We have Naruto. We have, of course, Luffy. We've talked a lot about this in the last couple of days off air, not like on air. So what are your thoughts on this Jump Force game? Now, this is not a Dragon Ball game. It has Dragon Ball characters, but every, like, Jump character, which there's a lot of. Well, not every, but a lot of them.
Yeah.
Looks
I
really
think-
hype, honestly.
Yeah, no, I think it's going to be really, really cool. I do have a little issues, but I mean, the game's in development, so my issues are just something that I'll probably definitely fix as like time goes on. Like, the game looks very, very fun. It looks like Dragon Ball Unreal Engine game that's been like surfacing and going around for like a few years now. So, I mean, the fact they're using like all these like different anime characters, it's like, I think this game has the potential to be what J-Stars should have been, which is really, really cool. Especially seeing some characters. Like, I'm really excited to see how they make some characters get usage in gameplay. Like, we saw Light and Ryuk at the end of one of the trailers. So
He's going to be able
I
to
don't
write
know.
your name on a piece of paper and you lose, bro.
yeah,
That's
no,
it. Game over.
I-
Got everyone excited.
yeah, I'm
Those
questioning
daddy
because like for him, in terms of gameplay, I don't know if he'll be like a pure support character, like how some games have purely support characters who aren't playable, or if he'll be like an actual playable character. So things like that are interesting. But I have a lot of like potential and hope for this game. I think it'd be really fun.
You just have to remember that this is just a game. Don't start overthinking things like, oh my god, Naruto beat Frieza, who's Planet Buster and all that. It's just supposed to be it's really, when you think about it, Jump Force is no different than Smash. I mean, really, it's like the same kind of concept in that you have just a big combination of famous characters coming together to fight each other for fun. That's all it is. Like, obviously, if you were to power scale Smash, I don't think Mario can survive a Hadouken to the face, bro. That's just my opinion, though. Maybe I'm wrong.
I agree. Yeah.
Any-
What is that going to say?
Jump
From what
Force.
from what I've seen of Jump Force, it looks fun. Looks like the combinations, like the improvement from J-Stars to this. But from what I see right now, it looks pretty stiff, but it's early gameplay, so I'm not going to judge.
By the way,
properly.
that's
Yeah,
BG Biscuit talking. Nobody even knows who you are. Well, I mean, somebody knows who you are.
No, the best My Hero channel of all time.
The
That's what he is.
newest and best My Hero channel of all time, according to him.
He's up and running.
His ego is so big
Yeah,
that he
dude.
thinks he's the best My Hero channel ever.
Can't believe you, BG. I thought you were cool. I guess
You're gonna make me want to start covering My Hero, bro. So.
Oh yeah, freaking Jump
Yeah.
Force really reminds me of that Zenkai Battle Royale game.
That's right.
Oh,
like,
I
so
forgot
developed by
about
Spike.
that.
I love
Similar
that game. I
graphics.
mean, I love how it looks. So
Yeah.
I
yeah.
love the a lot of people have been complaining about like the character models in Jump Force. I think they look really nice.
I think
I agree.
they're supposed to look different. I think.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean,
Which I
it's
like
still
the
work in
difference.
progress. They can't really give it flack just yet, though.
I mean,
They're still-
not to mention that one thing I can't stand. It's a pet peeve, because the gaming community irritates me when they say stupid shit. Why do you compare games? Okay, like why do you compare shit like, oh well, it doesn't look as good as Fighters or Xenoverse? Like
I did
they're
see that.
they're different fucking games, you dumbass. They're different.
They're-
Yeah,
Th-
this
like-
one is supposed to be more like fun, just like a party game. You know?
That's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. Like okay, like let's say you take a game like let's say Final Fantasy 15, beautiful looking game, great graphics. Why would you compare that to Final Fantasy 1 when it came out, the game that came out 30 years earlier? Like you sound stupid. Okay, another example, Final Fantasy 13 and Kingdom Hearts 3, which we're going to talk about here in a minute. Kingdom Hearts is supposed to be more cartoony. It's a Disney game. It's not supposed to be emo guys wearing leather jackets running around in a car. Like, why do people compare that? It's different fucking games.
I agree.
I never understood
Yeah.
that. By the way, this is a late night stream, folks, which means cussing. Somebody's asking me here in the super chat, would you buy Xenoverse 3? That wasn't revealed at E3 this year, unless there was a panel that I didn't know about. I guess I would
it
buy
wasn't.
it. I probably won't have to though. James Hanson wants to know, where's Ichigo in Jump Force?
And the-
not there.
with the
He'll
rest
be
of the
there.
series.
He's just not in
He
the
might
initial
be
reveal.
Yeah.
One at a time. I don't know what the hell y'all said.
He's just in the trash with the rest of his series. So
No, he's just not there
Oh
yet.
my god. All right. Thoughts on Ghost of Tsushima? I didn't see that trailer.
That's a good fucking game.
Ooh, that looks cool.
No, it's cool. Give me some analysis, bro.
yeah,
Never
I know
mind.
nothing about
Never
it.
mind. Budokai 3 or Tenkaichi 3? I always like Budokai 3 more.
Same. I like Budokai better.
Tenkaichi.
I like Tenkaichi.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Tenkai. I mean Tenkaichi just for the pure just spectacle of it.
Yeah.
Somebody
Yeah,
says
this feels like a Dragon Ball Z like simulator.
I like the way Jeff Thompson thinks. He says that he wants Wart from Super Mario Brothers 2 or Doki Doki Panic to be in Smash.
Doki Doki.
Man, that
Ooh,
would be awesome.
pretty
That would
spicy.
be a massive
Panic.
throwback, man.
I would love that. I mean, you know about Doki Doki Panic, right?
Yeah.
Okay, good. I was going to say, I don't want no noobs in here. All right, so Shane Gilroy says, great to see you doing streams again. Look forward to more. Have any of you seen the FIFA 2018 commercial where they reference men become gods and they show the player going Super Saiyan blue? I did see it.
Oh yeah, Messi. Yeah, Messi was.
yes.
I couldn't
Sorry.
believe it. It's so like, what the hell?
It really shows how influential Dragon Ball is in literally every game, which is really really nice. Honestly.
Yeah, like if you don't know Goku, you at least know the Super Saiyan transformation.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's funny because I just got a DM from Kerbifer, and he wrote Goku for Smash. That's the only character that's left, right? You know what? A Raleigh for Jump Force, bro. I want a Raleigh.
Oh
He's
yes, dude,
probably
just
going to
headbutting
be
people.
in the game.
Somebody
I would
said.
love-
Now, okay, let's talk about this for a minute. Somebody says, "I hope My Hero Academia is in Jump Force." Okay, like I said on Twitter, you know, Saitama, these characters, they're part of the Shueisha Jump family, but I don't think we saw anybody from My Hero in the trailers. If so, I missed it. So, what are the chances that people from My Hero will be in Jump Force?
Highly likely.
I think My Hero is too big of a game for them to leave out of it. I mean,
You mean too
We-
big of
we saw-
too big of a series? You mean?
yeah, too big of a series. Yeah, too big of a series. Yeah.
I think the same thing
I mean-
about One Punch Man.
Really?
No, I think
don't know.
okay. I think, in my opinion, I feel like One Punch Man, My Hero, all the newer shows, they should be unlockable characters or DLC characters. They don't have to be promoted as part of the main roster, but I think they should be in the game, even if it's only one character per show or per anime or per manga. I think they should be in there.
Of
Yeah,
course.
I agree. I mean, I personally have not seen it, but I see too much hype around this series, and I know that it's very popular. Like, I know when I'm not sure if season 2 is out yet because again, I haven't seen it, but I know there was a lot of hype coming around it, people anticipating it, like a
Again, this is
lot
just
of
the
hype.
first
So
trailer, man. You know.
Yeah, it's
Could be the next one, probably.
and you know, the other day people were asking, you know, did you know about Jump Force? Because I guess people realize that sometimes we find out information early. I did not. I had no idea about Jump Force. Nobody told me about it. Bandai kept this one to heart. Yo, that was a big secret.
In all honesty,
And here
Jeremy,
we
this-
already have a guy. Hold on, Cosmic. We've already got a guy saying One Punch is not Jump. One Punch Man is owned by Shueisha, which owns all the Jump magazines, and it's released in what was the magazine again? The Kids Jump one, the Little Jump. What was it called again?
Shonen Jump.
No, man, not Shonen Jump. No, you're acting like this guy now, bro. It's out in Jump, like. Okay, listen to me. Shonen Jump is owned by Shueisha. Jump distributes One Punch Man. One Punch Man can be in the game. I don't care what you read. I don't care what message board you're on. Legally, I'm not saying he will be. That's not what I said. Listen to what I'm saying. One Punch Man Saitama can be in the game. So please stop saying that One Punch is not Jump, because you sound stupid. No, I'm just kidding. You don't sound stupid, but now you know. Anthony De Laredo says, "Can Cal do an imperfect cell voice?"
No.
I want you to say in imperfect cell's voice, "Saitama is owned by Shueisha."
Saitama is owned by Shueisha.
And then I want you to say Heavenly is owned by Geekdom.
I could say that in semi-perfect Cell's voice.
I can't. Okay, do it.
Heavenly is owned by Geekdom.
All right, now we have it on record, so he can't ever back out of it now. We have a recording of him actually saying that.
I'm still waiting for that call, bro.
Yeah. Well, you're right. The call will come. Well, you know what? You might not get a call. You might get an email. So.
Hey.
Saiyans Entertainment says, "Ever visit my site, Saiyans Rage, back in the day?" I have to see a picture of it. I'm more of a visual memory guy. I may have. I just don't remember. Jeff Thompson says, "Am I the only one utterly enraged that Gohan didn't seem to get a Zenkai boost in Dragon Ball Super when Piccolo had to restart his heart? Total fuck up in my eyes." Is he talking about like when he had wasn't that was in Resurrection F, right, with the restarting the heart thing?
That's right, yeah.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Well, he may have gotten a Zenkai, but I don't think the Zenkai would have been enough to have created a difference at that point in the series.
Wasn't that effective? Yeah.
Yeah. Like I said, folks, we're answering questions about everything. E3, Dragon Ball. Well, really, it's those two things. It's E3 and Dragon Ball. That's kind of what I'm most interested in. You know what I mean? Kerbifer wants to join. Hold on. Let me see it. Okay. How? Hold on a minute. You mean verbally? Oh, shit. Kerbifer wants to join the stream. I'm... Okay. That's unexpected. All right. I got to figure out how I'm going to get Kerbifer in here. Because this is, like, unexpected. Give me a moment. Give me a few minutes. Yeah, because I want to get our discussion kind of out of the way first. Yeah, Kerbifer, if you're still listening live, I want to get this discussion kind of out of the way first with the guys here real quick. I wanted to talk about a couple things. Okay, first of all, so again, back to E3. Okay, Dragon Quest XI was my thing. Really excited about Spider-Man. Resident Evil 2 remake. I have been waiting for this for a long time. I love Resident Evil 2. I love Resident Evil 2. Giving it a remake, I mean, I hope it's not in the playstyle of Resident Evil 4, even though it probably will be. But I like Resident Evil 4 as well. Anybody have any memories of Resident Evil 2 in here? Maybe it's just because I'm older, I remember that game better.
I mean, that game is legendary, but admittedly, I actually haven't played it. I've only seen gameplay of it, but I've seen a lot of gameplay of it.
I love that game. I mean, I adore that game. That was one of the first games I can remember. Maybe the first one where you can pick two different paths as far as which CD you play first, because they have the Claire disc and the Leon disc. And if you play the Claire disc, this is on PS1, for those of you who may have had never played this. If you play the Claire disc first, right, you do go through the game as her, and then you play the Leon disc, you go through the game as him. But what you do on the Claire disc and what's saved in your save file actually affects Leon. For example, there's a part in the game where there's a weapon you can pick up, right? It gives you the option to pick up a weapon. You don't have to pick up the weapon. You can leave it there for Leon later on. But the first time you're playing the game, you don't really realize that, so you pick up the weapon anyways. Then you realize, oh shit, I might need that later. Like, that's kind of how it works. Plus, if you play the game correctly, there's like 3 or 4 different endings to that game. Like, I love Resident Evil 2. Resident Evil 2 is so much fun back in the day, and having to play it again is great. Okay, Shane Gilroy says One Punch Man character should be in it, but One Punch Man should be a boss in story mode or unlockable. Isn't his gimmick beating people with one punch and being pissed because no one ever lasts two, typically? Well, yeah, but Ryuk's gimmick is to write down your name and kill you. So, I mean, like, you know what I'm saying?
Have to
Like,
balance it somehow.
they have to balance
Yeah.
it somehow. So Saitama can lose to freaking Naruto in this game, and there wouldn't be a problem. So I wanted to ask y'all about, I wanted to ask you guys about, what was the game I was going to talk about here a minute ago?
Kingdom Hearts.
Kingdom Hearts. Okay. Years people have waited for this damn game,
Yep.
and it's here. I mean, it looks good. I am assuming it's gonna be good.
Yeah.
Anybody have any thoughts on this?
I don't think
Um,
we're going to do a Duke Nukem Forever, bro, and it's gonna suck. I don't think that's gonna be the case.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you said
think-
you did think it was gonna be a Duke Nukem Forever.
No.
Yeah, I think this game is gonna make all the years of waiting really worth it, because it's like they announced the game, there was so much hype going around, and there's so much build up towards it, and it's like when you want to do something, you got to do it right if you're gonna do it, and they've been constantly just like, you know, reworking the game, making new mechanics, and just looking at it and making it just look really beautiful. So it's like they're bringing so much back, like Organization 13, and it's like the way they're going to conclude the whole Xehanort arc in this, and just everything going on within it. This is going to be like, dude, it's going to be great.
The many worlds that they brought in, Ratatouille, Frozen, Pirates of the Caribbean, really just makes it just so good.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I was gonna ask about that real quick. So they added Pirates of the Caribbean, which
Oh, that fucking maybe not.
that was
already there.
that was a Disney. Oh, was it? I didn't even know that. Where
Yeah,
was
the
Pirates of the
ones
Caribbean?
Here's what they added. So
I don't even
the ones
remember.
that-
I have no memory of that.
no, yeah. So Pirates of the Caribbean was there already. Pirates of the Caribbean came out in 2, I believe. Yeah. So the ones they
Oh,
brought
it
back
was
were
2. Okay.
yeah. So they brought back Pirates of the Caribbean,
I
Twilight
don't
Town,
remember that.
Olympus, and I can't remember the fourth location.
There's Toy Story, Ratatouille.
No, I mean like the locations where they had like previously that are coming back. There was 4 in total. I
Ah.
only named 3. I can't remember the fourth off the top of my head, but the newest ones we've seen is the Metropolis for Monsters Inc., Toy Story World, whatever it's called, Frozen, wherever that is.
Yeah,
and then-
Frozen. I remember Frozen being a big deal. Yeah. Well,
Yeah,
actually,
that was
Go
a
ahead.
solid trailer.
So are you surprised? And it might be a weird question to ask, but are you surprised that we did not see, because Disney owns everything, any Marvel or Star Wars? Now, obviously, Kingdom Hearts kind of a different kind of game, more fantasy based, but I just feel like with the fact that it is still Disney, it's not quite the Disney animation umbrella, but it's still owned by the parent company, Walt Disney Studios, you know, and we have amiibos of Marvel and we have amiibos of Star Wars characters. Are you surprised they haven't put that in Kingdom Hearts yet?
I'm not surprised. No, I think for what they've done right now, they're really trying to keep it to like a, you know, cartoon like style for like the old classic Disney things like Mickey Mouse and, you know, like Mulan like they previously had, and pretty much all of those older generation movies, as well as, you know, adding in the new ones like Frozen and things we've seen. I feel like if they were to add those things in, like, you know, like Thor or any of the like other superheroes, that would kind of be like them kind of feeding into like somewhat fan service to a degree, just like kind of, you know, adding things in that really can't help the plot develop, just, you know, kind of please the buyer.
Yeah, but at the same time, don't you think that fans of Star Wars and Marvel want them in there? Like, I feel like Marvel
definitely,
fans, just imagine like playing as like, I don't know, Spider-Man in that game. They could do it.
Yeah, they definitely could do it. Like, it would be cool, like, especially with all the things and capabilities we've seen with flow motion throughout the trailers or even previous Kingdom Hearts games. It definitely would be like an awesome experience that we definitely could do. So maybe in the future, I mean, most likely than not, they definitely will do it. They'll have to execute it in a very, very tactful way. It is something they could do, but at the same time, it's kind of a transition that players really just have to, you know, adjust to.
Do you think it's too much to put Star Wars and Marvel? Because those are big universes.
I think that if you were to add them in, it gives room for people to be very excited about it, but it also gives a lot more room to complain. Because, I mean, it's like with each of those things, like Marvel and Star Wars. It's like those are such big universes. It's like if you were to add them in, you would feel like that Square Enix would have to go ahead and make like 20 more games just to fully capture each portion of that world to agree if you're a certain,
I
depending on
know.
who you are.
Any other thoughts on that from anybody else?
No, I don't.
Okay,
I,
so
I think it's just like a conflict of interest because like there's already Star Wars games coming out, so it's kind of unnecessary. Like I'm not saying it wouldn't be cool to have like Star Wars or Marvel in Kingdom Hearts, but it's kind of like we already have Star Wars games coming out and we already have like Marvel superhero games. Like we have like Spider-Man on PS4.
that looks incredible. I mean, it's gonna be Arkham City with Spider-Man.
Yes.
I can't even wait. Now, I never got into this series, not because I never liked it, I just never had time to play it. Devil May Cry 5. Anybody have any thoughts on that?
I think that game looks really, really good. I mean, I've played a little bit of 3, for a tad bit. I didn't play too much of the other ones, but I feel like Devil May Cry 5 is a really good way. Although I'm not sure if it's the ending of the series. Again, I don't know too much of the lore. But for me personally, it's a good game that personally makes me want to transition and get into the series.
Also, I forgot to mention too with Kingdom Hearts. What happened to my Keyblade lightsaber? I mean, that was what I wanted, and we're not getting that. Also, somebody in the chat pointed out, Vader could be a secret boss in Kingdom Hearts. That I'd be okay with that. Do you have any predictions on storyline for Kingdom Hearts?
For storyline, I think in reality, I mean, I'm not sure if this is like already confirmed or like a thing or a rumor, but I saw this and I thought it was really good. So they made mention of Roxas and that Sora coming to the knowledge that Roxas is within his heart. And we saw within the trailer that Aqua and a few others were currently, turned into Nords and consumed by Xehanort. So I guess the kind of like thought that's going on right now that I think could be really, really interesting that they could do is I guess they're trying to get Roxas out of Sora's heart and make him the brand new Guardian of Light, which is really, really nice. As well as, I think that the organization, although they're currently taken over by Norts right now, by Xehanort and everyone else, that they're just gonna do something with the brand new or the quoted brand new the Seven Princesses. So I'm very curious to see how they're going to be in it as well. But that's my like whole thought I have about with Roxas. At least that's one thing I could think they could do with the plot.
Okay. Anybody else have anything to throw in there?
No, not really, man.
Come on, bro. You're in the stream. You're not even talking, dude. Come on,
Wait
Cal.
till we get on. Wait till we get on Spider-Man. Wait till we get on
Come
Spider-Man.
on,
Well,
Cal,
we
say
already
a few
discussed.
words,
We
dude.
already talked about Spider-Man. Okay, you know what?
Cal's
Go
gonna
for
start singing
it.
his
Give
rap
me
down
your
here.
predictions on Spider-Man PS4.
Oh man! All right.
Have at it.
So that twist ending that they gave us at the end of the reveal, that shit both pissed me off but hyped me at the same time, because, man, honestly, I think it's probably going to be. People keep saying it's going to be Miles. I really don't think it's going to be Miles because presumably at this point, I mean, yeah, it is adult Peter Parker, but from what I've heard, fucking Miles is he's in his pre-Spider-Man sort of phase at the moment in the universe of this game. And then other people say that it's Tony Stark, but if I remember correctly, I do remember one of the developers saying that they were making an active effort to separate it from the MCU.
It is separate from the MCU. Yeah, it's gonna be more based on like various like Ultimate Spider-Man storylines, things like that. Not really the MCU. But I'm sure I'm sure it's gonna capitalize on the Spider-Man Homecoming popularity and the fact that it's got Spider-Man and Infinity War, Venom. It's gonna try and capitalize, of course.
Bro, watch it be Uncle Ben.
Hobgoblin, bro. Now, I want to say Heroic Lion says for Jump Force as a what if, what do you think if All Might and Ultra Instinct Goku had to fight and finish the final boss? I don't know if we're gonna get Ultra Instinct in this game. I feel like to keep it more like vintage Shonen Jump, I could just see Goku doing Super Saiyan and just keeping it simple like that, like traditional golden hair Super Saiyan. I don't know. Have we seen Blue yet? I don't think we're gonna even see Blue in this. This is classic
No.
Goku.
I don't think so.
We've
Maybe
only
for like
seen-
maybe
think
for like
it's-
an ultra move, like Super Saiyan 3 might be it. But
Something from the
Yeah.
original manga.
I think they're sticking to the not. Yeah.
Yeah, they're sticking to the original manga is what I'm guessing, but I could be wrong. I mean, I just don't think we're gonna
I
see Ultra
don't-
Instinct.
I agree. I don't see a reason for them to really need to go like Ultra Instinct or anything above just regular Super Saiyan, in my opinion. I mean, for
Maybe
a game
3.
like this, it's like with all these characters in the roster, I mean, they all have plenty of transformations. Like if they had Ichigo, he's got what, 13 different forms. So it's like imagine taking every single character and giving them every single form and transformation they had. It's like it'd just be a little ridiculous in my opinion.
Yeah, you can't.
Right.
There's too many transformations. Anthony De
Yeah.
Laredo says, "How come Dragon Balls were reactivated in the Ribbon Army arc several months after Pilaf summoned the dragon?" If it's what if you're saying what I'm thinking that you're saying, he's referring to one of the earliest plot holes in Dragon Ball, which is yes, the Red Ribbon Army arc takes place just a few months after the summoning of the dragon from Pilaf, and we're told that the Dragon Balls won't come back for a year. So yes, that is a plot hole, and in fact, it's one of the first plot holes ever in the series. In fact, in Super, there's a similar one. At least there could be a similar one, and that is the one where Bulma summons the Earth Dragon, asking about the Super Dragon Balls in the early Champa arc, and supposedly that's supposed to be a year after Resurrection F. But the problem with that is that in all the video games and in all the timeline stuff, it's a year has not passed. So, in other words, if you could look at the actual timelines that have come out for like Xenoverse 2, the Universe 6 arc is the same year as Resurrection F, which I think was age 779. But in actuality, it's supposed to be in age 780, and the Universal Survival arc is supposed to be in age 781. But it's all screwed up because also in that filler, but the in between episodes with Goku and Hit, I'm pretty sure in those episodes they say it's been a year since Goku had fought Hit, which means that the Trunks arc was another year. So it's like again, like it's all messed up, dude. Titus says he's disappointed I'm not in the Smash roster. Maybe someday. Lucario says thoughts on Death Stranding.
I don't know what that is.
I must have missed. I did not see every trailer, unfortunately.
That's the new
I-
Kojima game that's they're making.
Really?
Oh wait, that's the one with Norman Reedus, right?
Yeah.
I barely remember it honestly.
There's not much to say about it, but I think it's gonna be a good game.
Oh yeah, I mean like I think so too, but from what I remember, they didn't really show much of it.
They just showed
I'm-
walking in that
cinematics.
trailer.
I am really surprised that a lot of people in the chat are listing off games like this. I mean, I was expecting just the main highlights like Jump Force to be coming out. I feel like these are a bunch of curveballs being thrown at me.
Well, here's the thing about I said it earlier. You know, even though my audience is primarily Dragon Ball, you know, I feel like the a lot of people who play Dragon Ball also follow E3. You know, they play the video games. A lot of them are more hardcore gamers than even I am. So I mean, you know, there
Yeah.
you go. Any thoughts on Fighters being on the Switch? I feel like Fighters being on the Switch could be. You know, I'm okay with it because I want every game on the Switch because I like the ability to be portable like that. You don't know how much easier it is for me just to like lay down and like play the game while I have like my tablet next to me and then just put like the game away and just go to sleep without having to like turn the TV off, get up. I know it sounds
Yeah.
like lazy fat ass shit, but you know what I'm saying?
No, it's a
Like,
pain in the ass.
Yeah, no, I agree. I think
Oh, no,
Fighters
that's-
on the Switch.
and you can take
is-
it with you. You can go to a trip and
Yeah.
take it with you.
I agree. I think Fighters on the Switch is going to be a really good thing for casual players like myself. Because playing on like PS4, it's like I have a lot of fun on it, but it's like when I go on range and stuff, it's like, geez, I just get wrecked. But I mean, playing on a handheld as opposed to playing like with like a fight stick or like a remote in your hand, I feel like is a totally different experience. So it's gonna be like not as intense as it would be on other consoles and platforms. So it'd be a lot more enjoyable and easy to transition to, for at least in my opinion.
Yeah, it got announced. So those people are saying that it would be crazy. No, it is crazy. It got announced officially that it's coming.
Yeah.
That is, you know, a big highlight. Any other big highlights that come to mind from E3 this year? I mean, there was a lot of little things too. You know,
Smash Brothers was like the big one.
Yeah.
Yeah,
was for
Smash was
Nintendo.
huge.
Last of Us 2
we didn't
for-
even talk about Assassin's Creed and
Play Odyssey.
and
Oh,
Elder.
Odyssey.
Hold on,
yes.
one at a time. All right, Assassin's Creed Elder Scrolls 6. Now, the thing about Elder Scrolls is I've never played Elder Scrolls because I have been told it's really, really, really addicting, and I try to avoid games like that because I don't want to lose my life.
You'll get sucked in, man.
I
Yeah.
know.
it's so good for me. You like definitely check out Skyrim. I know it's addicting, and like it's a game where like if you're really busy, you'll play it in like small doses, and it'll take you like a year to beat the game like fully. So yeah, just be prepared for that.
Mm-hmm.
We've completely forgotten about Halo Infinite, and I'm a huge Halo fan.
All right, you talk about it because I'm not a Halo fan. I've never been a fan of Halo.
Talk about Halo.
So needless to
Mayo?
say, I'm
That's
not...
Cal, bro. Gohan just called you Mayo.
Man.
So
That was really disrespectful,
That's
bro.
very
Jeez.
disrespectful.
Dude,
Yeah, I know. I
bad,
misheard.
man.
I misheard.
Feels trash, man.
Hey, listen, I'm gonna go get a drink, so you talk for a while, all right? Talk
All right.
now.
So I want to
Yeah,
know,
talking.
what the chat thinks about Halo Infinite, because only speaking for myself, I am not the biggest fan of the 343 Halo games. I thought,
Sure.
you know, there have been like these tests done, right?
Yeah.
Where they sort of compare the game speed of 343's Halo games
Some slower.
to Halo 3, for example, right? And I don't like how they try to implement all of these sort of standard FPS mechanics into the newer Halos, because it sort of ruins what made Halo so unique. I mean, the game is already fast enough, despite the fact that you can't sprint. I mean, if you go back and play Halo 3 now, the game still
fast fucking
absolutely
game, man.
holds up. Yeah, it holds up
Absolutely.
mechanically really well. So, I mean, one thing that tells me that they're at least listening in some manner is they've completely switched. I don't know if you guys saw Master Chief's game model, but it does not look anything like it was in any of other 343's other Halo games. So
Fair enough.
I am super pumped to see.
Graphics are great in the trailer.
Yeah, and I mean, like, I could be totally underwhelmed by the thing by the time it comes out, but you know, I'm curious as to see what they're gonna do about it, because I feel like, see, a lot of people in the chat are saying that they're bored of Halo. I completely understand that, because I think since Halo 3, they've, I mean,
I'm back.
343
By
has
the
not
way,
been
but keep
able to
going.
pick up the franchise. Yeah, no, I was just saying 343 has no idea how to develop a Halo game.
Do you think that Infinite is slowly sort of like it's slowly becoming a return to form, or do you think they're going to fuck it up?
You know what? I don't think there's enough evidence for me to go with either, because they didn't show any gameplay. They showed some in-engine graphics, which looked really nice. But yeah, like somebody in the chat said, will the story be good? I mean, like, ultimately, I know there's Halo fatigue, but ultimately, if the game is good, people are going. It might cause some people to flock back to Halo, because I mean, there's a lot of rich lore in that universe that never gets explored.
Yeah,
Welcome
I
to
mean,
Dragon Ball
agree.
Heroes.
And like the same thing was like with Doom 2016. Like I didn't know whether that was going to be a good game until I played it. I had it in my hands, and it just turned out to be a fantastic game, man. But
Was it as good when you had your dick in your hand for the first time? Was it on the same level?
Yeah, it's about the same enjoyment.
Damn.
But,
So you're
yeah.
you're going to hell and killing demons compared to you discover young particle discovering himself.
You know, when you discover that you're going there anyway,
Discovering
damn.
my
Does it
particle,
matter?
bro.
Discovering my particle.
It became frozen.
Y'all are
But
disgusting.
the new Doom game, bro, like that got announced. I just wish there was more gameplay because I'm.
There wasn't any gameplay though. They just showed the guy.
Yeah,
in the
dude,
set.
there was no gameplay,
Yeah, dude.
man. I couldn't believe it.
I'm a huge Doom fan, bro, and I really enjoyed Doom 2016.
I'm playing Doom right now as we speak. You know
It's
that?
beautiful.
So Doom Eternal,
Wow,
I'm
aren't you cool?
so happy that
Yeah.
that got announced. man.
Wow, aren't you cool?
It's a good fucking game to try it.
Oh, dude.
Yeah, you should try Doom. It's like the best.
Yeah, dude, it's like the best.
But
Oh,
bro, here's
yeah.
the thing.
Yeah.
I'm very
Yeah.
skeptical also about. the
I'm
new Halo.
skeptical. No, go ahead.
Just because, like, think about it this way, right? We got Destiny from Bungie. Now, I don't know if it's their fault that Destiny is a little bit of a hot mess, or if it's the publishers. But I mean, you know, I think regardless of whether or not Halo Infinite was in the hands of Bungie, or if it's how it actually is in the hands of 343, I think there's still a lot of reasons to be skeptical. Which is, I think that sort of explains a lot of the Halo fatigue too, because there's just release after release after release, and so many of them have just been so underwhelming.
What do you think? What do you think about the new Assassin's Creed? I didn't get to talk about that. I like that series, but I never really got into it as much as I wish that I did.
Yeah.
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 No, The only real one I really played and thought was pretty good was Black Flag.
Yeah.
I mean, I've seen the other ones. I mean, they're pretty good. I think Odyssey has hope, especially since the last installment of the Assassin's Creed series did really well, or at least I heard it did really well.
Will it be as good as Will it be
well.
as good as Mario Odyssey though?
Okay, Mario Odyssey. Dude,
Probably not.
that's just a modern gem.
That's a
It's just
modern gem.
gem.
Okay, what about Just Cause 4? Because I always like those kind of games.
There's free run
Just
sort of games.
Cause
I mean, I'm excited. Like it's just like it's not on my radar as much.
Yeah.
As other
I
games.
think
Yeah.
it'll be fun, but I don't think it'll be anything too unique based off of the rest of the series that's already been out. So it's kind of just like it's something to get,
Just cause.
but I don't think it'll be anything to really top what's already been out or kind of make you be like, wow, this is something I have to like have on the top of my list.
All right,
Mhm.
now I'm gonna say something that people are gonna get pissed off at me for, but I have to say it. All right, so Gears of War 5. Look, I have Gears of War 1 and 2, and I enjoy them. I think they're a tiny bit overrated though. They're
Not
okay.
gems. Yeah,
They're
Pretty
okay.
fucking, they're pretty overrated, bro. No, I agree.
I'm glad. Okay, I'm not the only one then.
Yeah, no, you're
No,
right.
because everyone treats it like a modern masterpiece, or like
Yeah.
I think it's heavily based on like nostalgia. Like everyone grew up with those kind of games on the Xbox 360 and stuff. I never really got into it, so when I played it for the first time, I didn't know what the fuss was all about. So
Yeah, I think they're great games, but I mean, masterpiece is kind of pushing it. But again, I mean, like, it's what was it? Was it Gears 3? That was the it was either Gears 3 or Gears 2 that was a major console seller for the Xbox 360.
I think it
I
was
thought it was
three.
the third one.
Was it the third one? Yeah.
It was
I
three.
don't know.
Let me get
Yeah,
to some of these super chats real quick here. Death
Yeah.
Stranding we talked about. He says, how could they make Goten unique from other Saiyans? Back to Dragon Ball real quick. He's got to give him a different kind of story. I think the fact that he's a horn dog actually helps him out in GT, even though it's GT
Yeah.
thing. Just make him a little bit different by giving him a different kind of character.
Because we never see like a Saiyan like really like chase after women, so it's a nice touch, you know. It's
That's
unique.
right. It is very nice,
Someone
very
do.
very nice touch. Okay. Jam Call X, Wolf Chaos XD, and Ghost of Tsushima. Now, Wolf Chaos. You talking about Wolfenstein? Because I know Wolfenstein Youngblood got announced, but I don't know what Wolf Chaos is. I might have missed that one.
Wolf Chaos. Here, hold on, let me look that up.
All right. In the meantime, Ghost of Tsushima. Any thoughts on that?
No.
Oh, Ghost of. Okay, yeah. That was the samurai game at
Yeah,
at
that
Sony.
that's something
Yeah.
different at least.
Yeah, it is. I think visually it looks spectacular, and I can tell a lot of work went behind it. I'm very curious as to how the combat is going to work, though. I like what they were saying, how you're sort of controlling a samurai master. So like every single hit that you give is going to matter. And from what it sounds like you can get one-shotted by a blade, which is like really cool. Like I like that realism, but it makes me sort of it sort of has me worried about how the combat itself is actually going to work. I think the best possible way they could do this is to really make it more of like I don't want to say a stealth game, but something that
But a
would
stealth
sort of
game.
yeah, so something that doesn't really depend on massive scale battles, something that's not like Shadow of War or something like that.
Somebody. I mean, I remember there was an old game. I'm going to talk about it in a minute, but I want to real quick sidestep for a minute. Somebody in the super chat asking about Kamehacon. He writes, maybe you know, but I was in Horikawa's meet and greet at Kamehacon. I did not know that. A guy asked him how Toriyama was in person, and Horikawa said he's never met him. Yeah, I believe Horikawa has never actually spoken to Toriyama. I think Horikawa said once that he met him like from a distance, but he never actually like talked to him. And that's because Toriyama, like I said before, is a recluse. He never leaves the house.
Yeah,
he doesn't
just
even
likes to play with model cars, bro.
Well, that's one of the things he likes to do, but he doesn't really like go to Toei's offices. Like he's not like other people. Like even George R.R. Martin, who does Game of Thrones, the books, you know, that book series, the Fire and Ice series. Even he's more involved, I feel, in the TV series than Toriyama is for Super and other TV shows. So that doesn't surprise me at all. The thing about that Horikawa meet and greet is I was told, and I wasn't in that meet and greet. I was hosting a panel, but I was told that somebody asked Horikawa, and this is to me what's called a waste of a question. You paid $100. The Horikawa meet and greet was $100. Okay, he paid $100 to ask Toriyama, I'm sorry, to ask Horikawa. Excuse me. I pay $100 on Toriyama. But I do it for free. He asked Horikawa, how do you think Toonami impacted your career in Japan? He actually asked him that. Which was
What a fucking waste, man.
Oh man.
it's a waste of a question, yo. But whatever, you
Yeah.
pay your $100. I will say this: I'm gonna give y'all an exclusive scoop for Kamehacon 2 on this stream. So you're gonna get an exclusive scoop on this stream for Kamehacon 2 that has not been announced yet. And all right, so here's the scoop. You ready for it? There have been, as of right now, over 10 special guests that have been talked to. As of right now. Now we've only talked to them for about a week or so, but there's already 10 very important people who want to be a part of the convention. I'm not going to say who, I'm not allowed to reveal it yet because I was told not to, but over 10 have already agreed. So
It's very impressive.
that's right, already within just a few days. So once I get permission to announce it, I will, but I'm not going to announce it yet because they told me not to. All right, what do you think about Evil Shallot calling Goku diluted blood or tainted blood one? Did you just make that up, bro?
Yeah, is that a part of like the legend story?
Is this like
Yeah,
a
he
leak?
does say that. He said the blood is defeated for Goku.
I don't remember him saying that in the game, but I haven't gotten that far either, so maybe he's ahead of me.
Yeah, I don't really pay attention to the story, man.
Okay, I haven't got that far in the game to say anything, unfortunately, so that sucks. Okay, so anybody have any thoughts on Forza Horizon? Are y'all fans of the Forza games?
That's pretty
Right,
good,
man.
Not really. It's pretty.
I mean,
Not
it's
at all.
enjoyable, but it's nothing special in my opinion.
I've always
I
been
think-
fans of like Midnight Run?
Club was
Midnight
my
Club.
jam
That's right.
when
I
was
like
a-
Midnight
Midnight
Club,
Club
bro.
LA, yep.
Yeah, I was always a fan of that.
Midnight Club.
Were you ever into like Gran Turismo and shit? Were you into that back in the
Yeah.
Oh
day?
yeah,
Gran-
I've
Gran
played that
Turismo-
game before. Yeah, it's a good game.
Yeah, when it came to like car games, I started out with Gran Turismo. Then I went
How
to
about
Midnight
Burnout?
Club, which I fell in love with like crazy. I went to like Need for Speed. I played like Shift and stuff for a little bit. That was pretty fun. There was one more. Jeez, it was off the top of my head.
There's
Oh,
this-
Burnout.
Okay, well-
Burnout was fun. I loved Burnout.
What
Like
do
the Burnout series, I thought was great. I mean, it was
I
the same
love
thing as
Burnout.
but Burnout was fun.
love Burnout. I love Burnout. Yes.
Yeah, no, Burnout was like, dude.
All
super
right.
extreme.
What about this game, Tunic? This game looks a lot like Zelda. In fact, it's supposed to be a tribute to Zelda.
Really?
I'm kind of excited about this game, dude. Like, no thoughts on it? Anybody? Come on.
I remember the trailer.
Is that
Yeah,
Alvin?
I don't-
The
Yeah.
legend himself.
Alvin, yeah.
Boy, Alvin.
Get out of the stream.
Oh my.
Hey, what's going on?
No
man?
thoughts on Tunic?
What you mean?
I have not
I
heard
gotta
it.
see
I
another.
just don't
Can I see, like a screenshot of it. Hold on.
What is Tunic?
See what
Tunic,
happened
dude,
was-
Tunic. Okay, Tunic is this game that looks like Zelda, plays like Zelda, but it plays like an old school Zelda, but it's got the diagonal view. But you can move the camera, so it doesn't matter. So it plays like an old school Zelda game, but it's got like you can control the camera like 3D style. It looks really freaking fun. Like
Oh, this looks awesome.
I'm more excited
shit.
for Tunic than I am half these other games.
That has a great fucking art style. I'm just looking at it right now. Holy shit.
Oh
man.
yeah.
It's
shit, yeah,
fucking
I'm looking at
Zelda
the
with a fox, bro.
God, that looks beautiful.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like some of these games, I feel like got overshadowed by like Jump Force and like obviously like Smash. But I'm
Yeah.
more excited for Tunic than some other shit.
Yeah, man.
Like what
That
about
game
this?
is-
What
game
about
is really good.
what about this game here, Sable? Have you heard about that game?
No. I heard about Saber Beat. That's all I
No,
heard
there's a
about.
game called Sable, which I don't think there's any gameplay released yet, but it's this like really weirdly animated game. I don't really know what it's about. It's like you explore this big desert, but there's not much information there yet. It's a PC game though. I don't know if nobody cares about PC.
I kind
Yeah,
of
that could be
I
why
care
I'm
about
doing
Journey,
it.
bro.
I care about PC games too.
Oh, okay. I didn't know anybody here cared about PC games.
Yeah, no.
Oh, hold up.
I don't have a
I'm just
PC
looking at
for
this
that.
announcement trailer right now. This looks like you're playing a cartoon.
I know. That's what I'm saying. It looks like a damn.
Fuck.
I love it.
That's beautiful.
Wait, did
These are
anyone in the
3D
chat talk
models?
about Last of Us 2?
These are goddamn 3D models. Hold on. Look at this. If you haven't
Oh
seen
wait, Sable. I saw that. That looked amazing.
that looks beautiful.
Oh, no, that's
Oh my god.
I love the aesthetic of like 3D.
I like
models
how- I like
3D
how-
models on a background between a 3D
I
model.
like how I'm probably the least in tune with the video game fandom in this call, and I'm telling you about motherfucking games, bro. Y'all suck, bro. What about The Last of Us 2?
That looked
The Last of Us
awesome.
2, the gameplay for that was great. The UI
And
was
that-
loved
It was a
it.
combination of multiple games, and it looked so good.
Ellie looked great, you know, being
In fact-
older at the age of 20 with the gameplay and everything. It's just,
In,
it's good.
in fact, there was actually some news about it today, talking about how in some of the AIs they'll actually communicate with each other and be like, "Okay, I saw her go over here. Let's go over here." So
By the way,
actually-
does anybody know where MJ is?
No.
No.
He's
He's
Waiting for
MJ.
Maria to join the call so we can have a reason to be here.
But Last of Us 2 should be a great continuation of the first game because that was acclaimed to be one of the best games on PlayStation ever.
Not PlayStation. We call it one of the best games of all time.
All right,
I
let's.
don't think.
Go ahead.
I was just gonna say I don't think. Like I was talking about this with my friends. I'm not even sure if it could like beat the first game in terms of like how well it's done. But I mean, as long as it's good and just still works, I mean, I'm fine with it.
Let me ask you-
the first. Go ahead. Sorry.
No, that's a question. Okay, so most video game sequels are usually better than the first one. Can you think of a video game sequel from a big franchise that was not as good? Now, I'm not talking about like Final Fantasy 13, which is hot garbage. I mean like a part 2. Is there like a part 2 of a game that isn't? I guess Final Fantasy 2 does count, but I mean, what else is there?
Legend of Zelda 2.
I mean, you can say 13 too if you wanted to keep it like Final Fantasy.
I guess you're right. Zelda 2 is a good one, but we're gonna say.
Does Mario 2 count?
Amazing
I don't
Spider-Man
think.
2.
I think Mario 2 is better than Mario
First
1.
one wasn't that great either, Alvin.
Yeah, amazing.
Which Mario 2? The Lost Levels or Doki Doki Panic?
The Doki Doki one. Does that count?
It does count. You're talking about Super Mario USA. I think
Yeah.
that Mario USA is better than Mario 1, even though they are different games.
Oh wow, okay.
I think so. Yeah, I love Mario 2, dude. Mario 2. Look at Mario 2 compared to Mario 1. Mario 1's a classic, obviously. It started everything. Mario 2, you could ride on a fucking magic carpet, motherfucking pick up vegetables and throw them at people, bombs, beat up fucking birds and shit. Mario 2's the shit, man. Fucking don't be sleeping on Mario 2, motherfucker. All right. Michael Roll says, do you think Universe 6 is a universe where Yamoshi won the Civil War and that's why all the Saiyans from there are good and still on Planet Sadala?
Huh?
We'll find out in the movie.
I think he's talking about that Super Saiyan God thing where they said that there was like a war between the good and evil Saiyans.
But we don't
think
know
so,
if
man.
that. Yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah, I just don't think so. I think all of these like Yomoshi theories, while they're pretty cool, they just sound like a little far fetched. And
Yeah,
like
also-
sometimes the fandom can come up with like greater things than like Toriyama, bro. I mean, look at Real to Real, you know.
Come on, bro. Let me present a name around here. No, but the thing is, all right, I don't think there's a Universe 6 Yamoshi either, though. Like, this is under the impression of that whole thing where every Universe 6 character has a Universe 7 opposite. That's not always the case, yo, and that's not the case, I don't think, here. Good
It's more than
achiever.
one-
Uh-huh.
Oh,
Yes.
sorry.
No,
I
go
was
ahead.
gonna say more often than not, it's not the case. There's other than Frost, I really don't see any like examples of like parallels.
Yeah, the only parallels I can think of other than Frost, like you said, then the Saiyan race and the Namekian race as a whole is
That's it.
Champa and Vados, but that's more of a deity type thing than actually being within
And
the
they're
universe.
also related. Remember that too.
Yeah, they're not
don't
like
think
yeah.
Oh, I was just gonna say, I don't even think Frost looks that much like Frieza to begin with. It just kind of looks like another member of his race.
He's Frieza
I
with
mean,
pants.
Yeah, and like, it's the face too. The face looks nothing like Frieza. He's got his eyes, but I mean, like,
Well,
That's
first form I think looks a lot like Frieza. I think first form
Yeah.
Frost does.
yeah.
Good Achiever says, this is for you guys, and a question, you think Goten will eventually get more than just fusion? I don't know.
Oh my god. He won't.
No.
All right, like
I really hope
here's the
so.
thing. I feel like Goten is a wasted character, but at the same time, they never took enough time to develop him. And what's all these Goten questions tonight? Like 2 of them now. If
He's
they
adorable.
if they move on with the series and choose to make him a focal point, maybe. But I just don't see them doing that.
I don't see them like making like a next generation story with him.
When they
know.
it's not even just that. When they had Trunks in the present and you had the opportunity for Trunks to meet Goten, and you didn't use that, I'm pretty sure they don't give a fuck about Goten.
Yeah, I just don't think they have anything for him. You know, Blazing Trainer says, "Did you work your magic and get laid at Command Con?" Well, I'm sorry, your sister must have told you, bro. My bad. Shane, no kidding. We're just kidding. Shane Gilroy says, "Did any of you play Power Stone 1 or 2 for Dreamcast growing up? Do you think they should bring it back? Spend many a nights playing with friends." Yes, I played Power Stone 1 and 2 on Dreamcast. I still have my Dreamcast. I still have Power Stone. I love that game. I think Smash. You know what? I think Power Stone 1. I'm hearing myself in the background. Please mute me.
Nathan.
Please. I think Power Stone 1 is better than Smash 1. I think Power Stone was always underrated. I think Power Stone's like Smash, and the first one was better. I would love it if they brought Power Stone back. So yeah, I do. Anybody else?
I don't know what Power Stone is.
I never played Power Stone, so.
You were born like 2 years ago, though, bro. I mean, that's why. You never played Power Stone, BG.
When I was a kid, most of my games came from whatever my brother bought, and he didn't buy that game.
So you didn't have a Dreamcast at all?
We had a Dreamcast. He just didn't buy that game.
Power Stone is pretty much like Smash, except that it's in the sense that it's 4 characters in like a Royal Rumble type thing, and you're running around, you're getting weapons, stones to power yourself up, hence why it's called Power Stone, not like the Infinity Gauntlet. And you can blow up like fucking arena. It's so much fun. I love that game. Look up some gameplay footage. Mr. Mosley says, "Since UI Goku is so strong, what do you think about the new villain killing Beerus to put him over?" I don't think Beerus is going to die. However, if they are going to introduce a new villain and they start him off by killing Beerus, I think that would be shocking as hell to the entire Dragon Ball fandom. That would be the talk of like the month, I think, if they killed off Beerus. We'd be talking about that one for a while.
Yeah, but the thing about that is that would be it'd be the implications of such things would be good, but as for putting him over, because we had Jiren, it's going to be more like who's stronger, his person or Jiren. That's going to be more of a talk, to be honest. Because you can't really gauge him.
Well, Cal and I did a video on Geekdom 101. Go check it out, where we discussed Jiren's future, and it just seems like the only way they can go with him is to develop his character with having some kind of like solo quest or mission, or they have him job to a villain, because there's really not much else they can do with him except like keep him on the back burner and bring him in for like a rematch with Goku or something. But if you're gonna have him be like a main character, he has to either have his own quest or lose. There's not much else they can really do with that character.
Well, I mean, it would be a bad idea to do that anyway, considering that at that point, if you like put him on, if you just hold him to have a rematch with Goku, it's just going to turn into another hit.
I know, but I think they flopped up with Hit too, though. I think they screwed up with Hit, because with Hit, I feel like the idea of Goku or even Vegeta rematching, Vegeta, or the idea of them rematching Hit in the Tournament of Power, I think could have been a really good episode. And to me, it was a waste of potential. I think Vegeta Hit having a rematch, even if Vegeta beats him, not knocks him out, but defeats him in battle at least, could have been a great episode, and we never got that in Tournament of Power, and I think that was a waste. I think they actually screwed up with Hit in the anime and definitely in the manga. But we all know that BG is a huge fan of Toyotaro, bro, the Tracer. So
the biggest.
Oh yeah,
loves Toyotaro. He can't do no wrong, right?
No, yeah, absolutely. He could even say that they were the king of all. Goku's the prince of all Saiyans, and they'll love that.
What did you think about Sekiro Shadows Die Twice? I don't think I saw that.
That was that samurai game that they said at the Microsoft conference.
That game looked good. That game definitely did look good. But then the other samurai game at PlayStation just looked better. It was like, oof.
Yeah, the other one looked better. Yeah,
one of them looks like a thing. One of them looks like a thing. It looks like less realistic and more like just open. But one of them looks. But Ghost of Tsushima looks way more like an actual samurai game.
Yeah.
Did anybody in here ever play on PS1 back in the day? A game called Bushido Blade.
I've heard of it.
Bushido Blade, fuck yes.
That game was so cool. Like, Bushido Blade was such a different game, because in that game you could pick a samurai, and like it's a samurai battle. It's a fighting game. You could run around like these little arenas and whatnot. And, like, basically, you eventually get to the point where you could actually one-shot and kill your opponent with a sword, like a real actual fight. Like, I love that about that game.
Yeah.
I love it.
BG, you said you had a Dreamcast?
Yeah, like my aunt, when I was like, when we were like, I was like a 4 or 5 year old. My brother, with my mom, my aunt got my brother a Dreamcast. Had
Did you
that
play
for-
Seaman?
No.
He said you drink semen, bro. How could you say that on the air, bro?
Of course I said that, bro.
BG, The Lost Jedi is a good movie. Ryan Johnson's a genius. It's almost as good as Dead Zone. All right, Jamcal X says the best reason why women can survive mating with a Saiyan is ki. Taoists believe that chi flows between lovers, which is why Vegeta can go all out, and why Bulma looks young compared to Chi-Chi. Poor girl. I think Jamcal's trying to like tell people that he can get laid and he can fuck real good, bro. Because why would he even say that? No, I'm kidding, bro. It's like he's over here saying, "Oh, well, if you screw me, I know how to control my ki." He's probably right about that. I never really gave it too much thought. I did a video about it just to be stupid. I never really thought about it. I have to ask Josie about that. What Kendamu thinks about ki and sex. Prescribed drone. What if TMNT trained with Goku? That's another question for Josie.
That's right.
That's a nice question, though.
That's a good question.
I'm like half expecting Josie to come in here and say, did somebody say Josie?
It's gonna happen any minute now, yo.
You rang like just hopped in.
So what about Beyond Good and Evil 2? I never played the first one.
That looks so good. It looks so fun. Like I've never played the first one, but from what I heard from Kyle, shout out to Azure. He talked about it. He had a lot of hype for it, and after looking at the gameplay, I'm sure of that hype.
Somebody's asking, do you think Yugi or Agumon will be in Jump Forces?
He said Agumon?
Yeah, Agumon.
Agumon.
Is Digi? Okay, I know Digimon.
You just summoning monsters.
Toei does Digimon, but does Shueisha do the manga for Digimon?
There is no manga for Digimon.
Then he can't be in it because it has to be shown in Jump, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Know what I just thought about? Like slightly unrelated, but still E3. Dude, don't do this to me. You know I'm a lover of vagina. But
really?
No, dude.
All right.
Yeah, I
No, I believe you, bro. Go ahead.
Dude, Danny, you know me.
The other night, never mind. We're not gonna say that on the air. Keep going.
Oh my god.
You said something suspect the other night, but whatever. Keep going.
You know, just because I fight with a homosexual man does not make me homosexual, sir.
All right. Well,
okay. Let's move on.
Let's move on. You do whatever you want, bro.
All right, what was it? Yeah,
We're not gonna. I'm not gonna let you offend anybody. All right? Because I know you have a very slippery tongue, bro. The
That's
stuff you
very
say.
true. But, all right, let me focus. All right, what I'm trying to say is, dude, the one game that I think really got not that much hype, but looks really, really good. Dying Light 2. That game looks really, really
Oh
good.
yeah, Dying Light 2, yeah, with the parkour and stuff. Because I played the first game and I really like where they're taking the second game.
This game looks like a really more intense version of Infamous, kind of. But I feel like this has, oh my god, dude, this has so much potential. I'm in love with how this looks. Like, I'm in love with it.
I did not even play the first one, but honestly, I haven't even heard much about the first one. I like the name. I've definitely heard, but
Yeah.
Because it's supposed to be like a
Hey,
new, like,
somebody asked,
game.
is Ass Ketchup gonna be in Jump Force, bro? But he pronounced it Ass Ketchup. All right, first of all, the Pokemon manga, I don't think that's shown in Jump.
It's not.
So forget it. He has a better chance of being in Smash, but I think that Red or a version of Red will be in Smash.
Yes, he is.
Yeah.
Pokemon.
It's called Pokemon Trainer, but is it actually Red?
Yeah, it's Red.
By the way, Mike Clark says Digimon does have a manga. I didn't know that.
If it does, it's not by Shonen Jump because I never.
It's
heard
probably a
of it.
promotional manga.
Yeah, it's most likely a promotional. No, it is a promotional manga because there's no other reason for it to exist.
Yeah, I've never seen a Digimon manga. All right, one more game I want to talk before we get out of here. There's a game called Cyberpunk 2077. Now, I don't know anything about this game. I'm hoping y'all know. All I know is it was done by the same company that made The Witcher.
The only thing we know about it right now is that it's a first person in an RPG.
That's
Really?
it. So it's like It's like not Fallout. It's basically like a Mass Effect type thing. Hello.
I said first person. Mass Effect. Was
Yeah, it's third person. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, it's not quite the same, but okay. So it's like Borderlands, like that kind of game.
Yeah, that's a good one. That's a good comparison.
That's a good.
So yeah, I don't know. I mean, not enough yet, but overall, I would say E3 was kind of a big deal this year. I would say it was pretty big. Somebody's asking here. We're gonna have a question here. Who would win, Oob versus Kid Buu? 4 months of training. Who's training for 4 months?
I'm assuming.
I think he's talking about both of them.
Oh
no. He means Oob has 4 months of training against Kid Buu.
Probably.
Probably Kid Buu still. I think Kid Buu whoop his ass.
Yeah, probably.
I don't. But we're talking about end of Z Oob or GT Oob. See,
End of Z Oob.
Because GT Oob trained for 5 years, so.
Still got wrecked.
Jam Cow says that Saint Seiya has to be in Jump Force.
Wasn't in the other game?
Yeah.
He was in J-Stars, yeah.
He was, but keep this in mind that they said that they're not going to have as many series as the last game. So it's possible.
I'm fine with that. I think that it'd be better to have more quality characters than just a ton of people in the roster just to kind of fill fans.
Yeah, but Saint Seiya, I was gonna say Saint Seiya is very big. Now if they, I didn't even know they said that. Now if they said that, I missed that completely. That tells me that Saitama probably won't be in it at all. Same thing with My Hero. I feel like they're only gonna focus on like the top 10 biggest manga that they have with Dragon Ball.
I'd say My Hero.
Definitely.
Yeah, it's its third most popular current manga right now.
But I'm talking about of all time though. We're talking about of all time. You know what I mean? That's what I'm referring to.
Oh, I see what you mean. It's just more like I'd say they're also going to promote their newcomers too, not just their old.
Well, I hope so, but I mean, I don't know if they don't have Saint Seiya. Why would they not have Saint Seiya?
No, I might even say they're not going to have Saint Seiya. It's more like it's possible they won't be in there because from what I've heard, they're not going to be having like as many series as they had last time, which was like 20 series, I think.
I wanted to bring Kerber for in here, but I can't without MJ. So, unfortunately,
you could just leave and make a private call, dude.
Yeah, but we're gonna close out now. Like, I think he has to go to a meeting anyways.
Wait, who in here?
Kerber for he wanted to join us talk about Kingdom Hearts.
You think we should talk about Pokemon?
I think it's talking.
Wait, well, what happened with Pokemon? Other than Smash, what else got announced?
After Smash, they had this little like interview with the developers about the new Pokemon game.
What did they say? That was interesting.
Nothing really for me, but Groggy watched the whole thing, I think, so he might be able to.
No, I didn't watch anything.
No, I watched it. I can talk about it. I think it looked really, really cool. Like, correct me where I'm wrong. Like, feel free to just cut me off wherever. So if I understood it right, I mean, it looks kind of like it's just pretty much like Pokemon Go on the Switch, but it's like also mixed in with like the basic just standard Pokemon games. You walk around, you fight people, you go to the gyms, you get badges, and you win. It looked really, really nice in terms of just like appearance overall and graphics. I'm not crazy about the like actual fighting animations themselves. Like I feel like I'm playing like a Game Boy Advance when I just watch it, honestly, because it's like in some like Pokemon games, it's like when we've seen games like Pokken and like the other previous games where it's like they actually physically move to attack. Although it's not going to be like full on, like you get full control, you're going to do some crazy combos. I understand that, that's fine. But it's like literally for their like attacks, it does like the basic, you select it, but they just stand there. It's like they do one little jump and all of a sudden they just acts on what the animation or what they should be doing. It's like, I want to see them move from point A to B. I want to see them just see them, oh, you're going to do a kick, jump up and down. Let's just do 2 random like bursts on the screen that shows you got hit. Like
to play devil's advocate on that one, that's kind of going against what Pokemon is.
Yeah, I mean, no, that definitely is what Pokemon is, but it's like, for what I've seen them do, I don't think it would be too much out of their way if they wanted to implement it in this game.
Well, the reason it's not that simple is because those other games are fighting games, or other games with other genres besides turn-based RPGs, so I understand why they wouldn't go out of their way to do that. Not to mention, and also there was something else they mentioned about this game too that I don't like at all. It's now there's this thing where you go to gyms, whenever you go to to fight the gym leader, I believe it is. They'll tell you can't actually fight the gym leader without a specific type of Pokemon.
Yes, I did see that.
So you have to have him in your party when you go approach him.
Yeah, like let's say you're fighting the fight.
That makes it kind of too easy, bro.
Yeah, it makes it handholdy. That's the kind of the direction Pokemon's been going.
Because one of the things I kind of like to do in Pokemon the original Generation 1 was pick Charmander, and then it's a little bit harder to beat Misty and Brock, and not that much harder, but a little bit harder. I kind of like that aspect of the game.
It's not only that, it kind of kills Nuzlocke.
Yeah, I don't know.
I think all it's gonna do is just place emphasis on the need to grind within the game.
Oh no, it's not grinding. It's more like it just requires you to pick one. You could literally get the Pokemon, not train them at all, put them in your party, and just have them there.
No, not even that. It's
That's kind of dumb,
yeah. No, it's like when you walk around in like Pokemon, it's like you take 5 steps and all of a sudden you're in a battle with everyone. So it's like it's gonna force you to spend hours in the game, like playing within like certain like regions in the game, so you can get like specific types of Pokemon. So it's like if you only can play with water type, you're gonna spend like a good amount of time just fishing or just walking around where there's water. Or if you're looking at like grass type, you might be in like the forest the entire time or something. So it just forces you to. I mean, you could go ahead and get like a really strong Pokemon off the jump, and do that. That is one way, but I feel like they're gonna like make it so that you have to spend like hours of time just kind of just walking around the world.
Oh, that's not the reason they're doing that. I can assure you that. The reason they're doing that is because because one of the selling points of this game is that you can link it to your Pokemon Go account. All you really have to do is just look at your Pokemon Go account, transfer one of your water types to your game, and then bingo, done. It's a easy workaround. It's just it's kind of bad.
It sounds pointless.
Yeah, it's really to both push Pokemon Go and also kind of like go in this direction of hand holdiness that Pokemon's been going on since the start of Gen 7. No, Gen 6 actually.
Yeah, I mean, but I feel like all games have been doing more hand-holdy stuff lately.
I'd say on more of those, like at least on like games like God of War and stuff. No.
But like I feel like there's so many games where there's like a million guides. Like you're about to throw a batarang. Oh, did you know you can do this? Like some of it's cool, but I think they do it a little tiny bit too much. Like what game did it a little bit too much was Force Unleashed, and I like that game, but I thought Force Unleashed 2 did it a little bit too much.
I didn't play 2, so I'm not really sure about that one.
I played 2. It was really, really awesome.
Oh, it's fun. It's just that I think it did it too much.
Yeah, no, I agree. I do agree.
Like back in the day, like when you first started playing like Castlevania or like Metroid, the old games, when you got a new weapon, you had to figure out how to use that son of a bitch.
Mm-hmm.
Like you had to figure out like when you like in Metroid. That's even better example. When you first play Metroid doesn't tell you shit. You're in there, you're Samus, you're running around trying to figure out where to go. The game doesn't tell you a damn thing, dude. Nothing. It tells you nothing. So yeah, I kind of like that. Anyways, we're gonna close out the stream talking about Dragon Ball and E3, chilling tonight. Not anything too crazy. Got some super chats that came in. Thank you, Titus, talking about the holding your hands thing. I heard about the controversy there. Jesus Caballos says, if Dragon Ball comes back, what's the name you would call it? I just call it Dragon Ball Super, bro. I would not call it anything other than Dragon Ball Super. Honestly. Like, I think Dragon Ball Super is a perfect name for it. Anyways, we're out. Anybody want to say anything else before we get out of here?
Check out my channel.
Thanks for having us.
Buy a Switch.
Wait a minute.
Buy a Switch.
What did you say? Whose channel? What?
I said check out my channel.
Well, nobody even knows. Why
Karma
don't you tell them who you are, bro? How are they gonna check you out if they don't even know who you are?
Yes, my channel's BG Biscuit. If you like My Hero, check me out.
Check me out.
Nice plug.
Wow, look at that play.
Oh yeah.
I can't believe Cal hasn't even said anything, bro. Oh, you should check out mine too.
I'm too humble for a plug, bro. I'd feel guilty. This is your channel.
I'm vain as hell. I have no humble bone in my body.
All right, you can follow me on Twitter at Cal's Kingdom, or my channel has the same URL. Cal's
He's a voice actor, folks.
Yeah, he's really good.
Yeah, about my art, man. If you want to see some cool art, go to Groggy.
Yeah, GD's a good artist. Check him out. He's doing commissions.
Hey, what? Okay, can you give the URL? What's the URL, bro?
At Groggy Art on Twitter.
All right. Thank you. I'm out. We'll talk to y'all soon, and have a good rest of your night. I haven't hit the stop streaming button yet because I have to wait a couple seconds because this thing's
Read
weird.
the damn manga.